I have had an infatuation with Dorothy Dandridge for a long time. When I got to college at Alabama State University, I was 19 years old, and my theater professor, she looked at me and she said, "Huh, you look like Dorothy Dandridge." And I said, "Okay." I had no idea who she was. I later researched her and I just fell in love. I think it was probably more of a idea of who she was, but I was still like, very, very compelled. A couple years later, I think I was 23, I decided to write a one-woman show about Dorothy Dandridge. And I was very excited. I had seen the film Introducing Dorothy Dandridge with Halle Berry, and I did tons of research for like 6 months, and I did the show at my grad school, and I kept getting the same note from my director. And that note was, "Christina, I just don't think you understand the gravity of what Dorothy Dandridge went through." And I was like, "What do you mean? I know what she went through. I've read all these books. I've done all this research. I know what she went through." And looking back, she was completely right. I had no idea who Dorothy was. And I played at her to the best of my ability, obviously. So years later, she never left my heart. I almost felt haunted by her in a sense, not in like a spooky way, but just she was a part of me, and I didn't know what to do with that. And my agent, he's a writer as well, and he knew about it. He said, "You should write a film about Dorothy Dandridge." And I said, "Oh, yeah, great." But on the inside, I'm like, no, like, who am I to write a film when it's already been done so well with Hallie and with Shonda? Like, what can I possibly have to say about her? And I wrestled with it for years. I had this huge desire to tell her story from a certain lens and perspective, but just didn't think had the goods, maybe. That self-sabotage we artists do. And so years went by, I would pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. And one day I decided I would be sick to my stomach if someone else made the film that I feel like Dorothy wants me to tell. And it doesn't matter if it's already been done. There's many facets of her life. There's many things that can be discussed and can be brought to a worldwide audience. And that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm so excited because this year Dorothy would have been 100 years old. And going through Hollywood, going through the ups and downs and the Me Too's and the casting couches, though I never slept on one, but just the experience of some of the things that she endured, I think I have a little more understanding of the gravity, the depth, the complexity, the weight, the pressure that was on her, and yet she exuded this class and elegance and charm, and she carried African Americans on her shoulders, and the whole time was literally dying inside. And so this film, Call Me Dottie, is really an ode to who she was before the world made her Dorothy Dandridge. Dottie is her nickname from when she was a child. She was 3 years old when she started on the Chitlin circuits. And that was a time of innocence and purity and just creation. And what I wanted to do with Call Me Dottie is I wanted to kind of explore that. What Introducing Dorothy Dandridge did so well is they covered the totality of her life from childhood to her unfortunate passing. I'm focusing more on that last year of her life, 1965, when she was in a so-called comeback, when the world was her oyster once again, and she never quite got there. So many people are divided on whether she willingly died or accidentally died. We know that she had an overdose, but we cannot confirm which way she went. In this film, I don't want to answer those questions. I want to live those questions and just try to get into her mental and her mind space and see maybe some of the things that she was experiencing that led her to that ultimate unfortunate demise. It's a tribute to her. It is my opus, and I'm so excited to share um, my perspective and understanding on the great life of Dorothy Dandridge. So I'm so excited to give you guys Call Me Dottie. Thank you.